Good evening, Fredonia. You're listening to the local lowdown on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. I'm Olivia. I'm your field interview lead and your co-host.
Hey, it's Elena. I'm your other co-host, A&R lead, and executive producer.
And I'm Dylan, the production lead.
Yeah, awesome. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems in a group effort to promote and showcase the local scene in the Fredonia area as well as Western New York at large. Welcome to our electric set. This is the Local Lowdown.
On this episode, we have JEWELTONE.
Hi.
Yo.
Welcome.
Hey.
Would you guys all be able to introduce yourselves, what you play in the band, and your musical background?
My name is Neftali. I am the vocalist of JEWELTONE, and I've been doing music for maybe 7 years now. I also do hip-hop, too. So that's my experience, 7 years of hip-hop, and then joining JEWELTONE.
My name's Christian. I play guitar, and I've been playing music for 26. Is that right? I've been playing music for like over 20 years now. Sorry.
Nice. Congrats.
Scene vet, dude, for real. I'm Jordan. I play drums. I've been playing in a bunch of Buffalo bands since I was like 15, so like 10 plus years. Yeah, I drum in like everything in Buffalo. So
Nice.
Yeah. So how did you guys all form as a group?
Basically, I was not really in a band at the time, and I started writing some songs because I was, interested in starting a band. Had a few rough ideas for tunes. I reached out to Jordan because we played in bands together in the past. Jordan was down, and then I met Neff, and ever since I've met Neff, we've just been kicking it ever since, and that's pretty much it, When I started writing songs too, and I've never told you this, but I had kind of every intention of being the singer of whatever it was that I was going to try to do, but then I met Neff, and then I recognized his talent and his, just his amazing live performance, and I was like, yeah, I got to play music with Neff.
Wow, I didn't know that one.
Yeah. So yeah, and we've just been doing the thing ever since. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome to hear. Well, you guys kind of referenced it already, but each of you have very different influences, very different backgrounds, everything like that. But was there any specific thing that inspired you to specifically do JEWELTONE or like to get into this new genre for you guys?
I don't really think so. I think it was just kind of like when Christian had approached me with the tracks, like I dug the demo versions and was like, yeah, I'm down to like jam and stuff. And like me and Christian were in a punk band called Burn Book a while back. That was really fun. So we were just, kind of like miss jamming with each other. And then kind of once Neff entered the picture, it was like, he just added like a very like cool new dynamic. And it was like, hey, maybe we should like kind of keep going with this and see what else we can get out of it. And I think we've been getting some good stuff.
Yeah, I personally just, like, at the time when I started writing, like, heavier songs, I just kind of wanted to switch it up for, as a whole. I was working on, like, pop tunes for years, playing in pop punk bands and whatever else, and I was just, looking to try and get back into doing the thing that we used to do,
Since, like, our group had ended that we had played in previously, it was just, like, mostly metalcore and, like, deathcore stuff that I was playing in, and then, like, started to dabble into, like, some pop and, like, indie stuff. But, yeah, had, like, never before this kind of, like, taken, like, a good full step into, like, the hardcore stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Did you guys have anything, like, prior to the formation of JEWELTONE? Did you guys have certain, like, things that you had written that ended up becoming something into JEWELTONE? Or did you guys kind of, like, start everything together?
I mean, it was really his demos, like, and then, like, that, like, it would be, like, guitar and, like, garage band drums, so he'd be like, can you, like, maybe, like, do something, spruce it up a little bit, and, like, we'd come in, and I'd, like, throw a drum part over it, and, like, we'd develop some stuff, and then Like, some of the tracks have, like, demo vocals, and, like, I really I didn't know that you were going to be the original vocalist. See, that's really wild. It makes sense,
surprise of the
too.
night.
Because the
Yeah.
vocal placement on a lot of the demos, even like now that we still do, is like so cool. Like, I was really digging it.
singer, for sure.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
And like, I was like, this is rad. And then like Neff comes in and absolutely just elevates it like
Yeah,
10
kills
times
it.
over.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, like it wasn't really like any individual ideas per se. It was just kind of, it was really like like a group effort in every sense of the phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually said in an interview with
Right.
with No Echo, we all have different influences, but I think creating something that represents us as a group takes precedent over trying to emulate influences of or going for a certain sound. Whatever people want to call the art is chill with us. We're just living in it. I really like the energy of this quote, and it kind of goes with the FU mentality of the scene without totally dismissing the people who do listen to your music. I lost. Do you think this attitude surrounding your music stems from each of you having such different musical backgrounds as well as individual side projects?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Like Neff's, like I think it's really cool that we all have our own things. Like I'm in, we're in JEWELTONE. I have the deathcore thing, Dishonored, still going on.
Yeah.
Shout
And
out.
then shout out Dishonored,
Yeah.
my guys. Milkweed, I literally, at the time of recording, I'm going to be leaving here and going to Rochester to play with Milkweed, Arden, that Hartwell Hospice House Band.
Yes.
Yep, we had
That
them for a
stuff.
full episode.
Yeah, like, he is the man. I love him. Christian, we got Gato Black.
Yes.
So
Shout out
many
Gato Black.
projects. Yeah, like, so many things. Bro is, like I said, scene veteran. But we all kind of have, like, a common thread. Like, I feel like we all kind of, like thrive on the individuality of like our music and kind of like who we are as people. And I've always like hated genreification of music and labels and all that stuff. So like what anybody else wants to call it is like what it is to them. That's totally cool. But yeah, like I really think it's like the power from us comes in the individual side. And then
Yes.
we come together and make what we make, and you know, that's that.
Do you feel that, like now that you're more like within the scene in Buffalo and everything, do you feel like that idea and going into shows like that sets you apart, or like not necessarily sets you apart, but like makes you different from some of the other groups that you've been playing with?
I think so.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, like a lot of people are quick to like, you know, make a band and then like whatever hardcore or whatever HC, and like that's totally cool. You know what I mean? Like we're Buffalo hardcore. Like I'd be stupid to be like, no, we're not a hardcore band. You know what I mean? Like,
Could you imagine?
yeah, like we definitely. I'm not gonna sit here and say we're not, but like, just you know, we are here to have you know a good time. We're here to groove and like whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, like
Yeah.
I enjoy music. I am a music enjoyer. So like I just want to make good music and good art at the end of the day, and I'm just fortunate that like people dig it. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Even within hip hop, I have the same mentality. Like, obviously, I would never say I'm not a rapper, but I could never stand labels or feeling like I have to be this type of rapper, this type of hip hop. Like, whatever I'm feeling, I could check that box, you know? So I kind of carry that philosophy throughout everything, really.
Yeah. And now that, like I said, you guys have been playing for a while, you guys have been in a lot of different bands and groups throughout the time. What has it been like being a part of the Buffalo hardcore community? I feel like no matter what, when I'm hearing about all these different bands and everything like that, there's so much pride in it. So what has it been like for you guys?
And well, for me, I would say, you know, being the newest one to it, it's been really uplifting and extremely supportive. I was so used to hip hop. I love Buffalo hip hop, but it's just more. You got to be on guard at rap shows. Like, people support you, but at the same time, there's just kind of like machismo mentality where like everybody like wants to be the guy. So, you know, you could have a great set, and some people are gonna say great set, but a lot of people are gonna be, whether they like it or not, you know, arms crossed, quiet, watching you from across the room. So it's just like a different it's just a different mentality. You got to move differently. I feel like at hip hop shows, I'm just a bit more like on guard, kind of like chest puffed out type of thing. Like defense, my defense mechanism is up. Where hardcore, it's not like that at all. Like everybody is genuinely happy to see you have a good set. Everybody's gonna come talk to you afterward. Everybody's happy to see you, happy to have you there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to be a part of that community and see everybody lift each other up.
Yeah, I'm super proud of it. I'm very grateful for it. I used to be like, there was a time before JEWELTONE was even a band that I was pretty active with music. Like I used to tour quite a bit, like full time at some points in my life, and I think that I've been missing that sort of stuff. So to feel like there's a place for me somewhere with music still. I'm just very grateful, like Neff said, everyone's very supportive. We pull up as much as we can to see everyone's band, and everyone always does the same for us and every other band too. And it's cool to see just, the amount of support everyone gives to each other and the way that everyone kind of tries to pull together to make the community cool and fun and special.
Yeah, I was going to say, to add to that, like, I think a lot of people now have, like, they feel pride and ownership in it and kind of like it's their thing, and they also feel the need in a positive way to, like, add to it and to give back in any way they can. And, like, whether it be, like, newer, like, younger people booking shows for, like, other bands or just coming out and, like, hanging out. Like, we have so many more, like, just cool little events you can come meet people at, like little metal nights and like DJ nights that we didn't have like not even like before the pandemic, whatever. Even like 2021, it was still kind of shady, but like, yeah, it's just like, I feel like blossoming into a really like positive thing for everybody.
Yeah, no, it's something to be really grateful for. I mean, we book some shows here in the Fredonia area, and just like sometimes a show being booked and a bunch of people from Buffalo drive all the way over to like Little Fredonia just to support one of their bands that their friends are in. It's just so great to see. I am also bringing up a quote. This is from Brandon Alexi, saying that JEWELTONE doesn't play enough, in my opinion. They have so much local support and hype that every time they play, it feels like a cannon goes off in the crowd. It's so cool to see people. He's a photographer, for context, for anyone listening.
Cool.
But
Shout out, Brandon.
He's awesome. And it's so cool that, like, someone who I know he's been taking photos for quite a while is seeing, like, new groups and everything, and is so supportive. Did you always feel that way initially? Like, even starting off in your first couple gigs, did you always feel like that community was there?
I mean, like, I don't know if, like, me and Neff can really speak to it because we kind of come from differing like, environments. Like, I know in the metal scene, like, it was positive when I first got into it, but it was a lot like the rap scene where it was just kind of like, you play your stuff and, like, you get the obligatory, oh, man, that was really cool. Dap you up, bro. And then they, like, you forget their name. Then, like, they don't talk to you ever again. Whatever, like, let me borrow your stuff type,
Follow on Instagram.
Yeah. Just, it's still kind of like that in some aspects. But, like, I think there's always kind of been a mentality of Buffalo bands where, like, you have to support each other because, like, nobody else is gonna do it. Like, for a while, I mean, before, like, I feel like some bands, like, kind of broke out, like, Spaced, before they got really big, like, it was just hard, you know what I mean? It was hard to get people to even come out to shows, let alone, like, try to get somebody from out of state or anything to, like, notice you. So I think there's, like, just, like, initial positivity of, like, oh, you're doing this, okay, like, we're all, in the same kind of vibe. Like, we're all trying to do something. But, like, I don't think it was ever anything, like, more past that. At least for me. Like, I don't know about you guys, though.
Yeah, I think I'm noticing, I think that there's a notable difference / growth as far as, like, the overall morale of our scene, especially since after COVID, you know.
Facts, yeah.
I personally, like, him and I, Jordan and I, we used to play in Burn Book, so we definitely, like, were in the scene for a little while with that band. The scene, and, you know, the hardcore scene has been around for a long time. I wasn't fortunate enough to be there as a kid, at times maybe, but, like, not fully, you know, not enough to, like, really understand, like, what the community meant and all that.
Or, like, what it was, really.
Yes.
I'm so sad that I missed, like, all that. There's so many, like,
Oh, my
legendary, there's so much lore in Buffalo and
Yeah.
hardcore.
Big
Like, so
spider
many
web.
straight up, like, bands like Rhinoceros and, like, is Buried Alive?
Buried Alive,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Shout out.
Yeah.
just bands that did, like, massive stuff for the scene that, like, still kind of play today, but, like, those are, like, the if you know, you know.
Yeah,
thing,
for sure.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And, like, they're the ones that really put on, and, like, all the props to them, because, like, honestly, they laid the groundwork for, like, what's happening now.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if those bands weren't repping, like, we just got a venue back that, like, they used to actively, like, run. You know what I mean? This AMVETS post that's, like, feels like a very good thing for the scene. Like, we're dying. If anyone has venues in Buffalo, hit us up. We need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're struggling with that in Fredonia, too.
Yeah.
Fredonia's lost a
Western New
bunch of
York
venues.
needs some buildings.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think we talked about the demo a little bit earlier, but the demo was released in 2023. What went into making these songs?
Just a lot of practice, I think. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, Neff kind of really, like, made those vocals his own. Like, all those demos are really, like, what we were jamming on, like, when we first got together. Like, true epitome of a demo type tape. And we didn't, I don't know about you guys, but, like, I did not expect it to, like, have as much, like, popularity or traction as it got. Like, people seem to really mess with all these songs. So, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful that off of, like, getting this much buzz off of what feels like almost some first drafts.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean Christian did an excellent job like preparing the demo. So when we came together, you know, he already had layouts for the song. So then me and him worked on the lyrics a bit more. You know, I wrote some verses like throughout the project, but a lot of it was his brainchild for sure. And you know, me coming into it, I had to adjust to writing for hardcore because you know, writing rap lyrics it's a bit different with even just how your vocals have to like hit in between, like how the drums hit on the song. There's so much like rapper brain that I had to kind of adjust to when it came to writing with JEWELTONE. That to be perfectly honest, that I still am sometimes adjusting to. But Christian was side by side with me, and we just put our heads together, wrote the songs, and we practiced a whole lot.
Yeah. When I started kind of switching my mindset musically from like pop stuff to hardcore music, before I had any songs written, I had plans to get up with a couple of my friends who are, you know, homies for sure, great friends. I won't name them, but we were planning on jamming. We were planning on getting together at my space to play music. I was stoked, and then they both bailed on me. And I was so bummed. I went to this space anyway, and I wrote our first song, Never Enough. Yeah, and that's almost kind of like a theme of like the songs. It's like, you know, taking things from real life, like, oh, this sucks, like I'm hurt or whatever. I can either just, you know, think about it forever and let it kill me, or I can write a song and move on from it, you know what I mean? But that was how like the first song was written from the demo too. So
Yeah, like, and I feel like over the course of like the next couple months, like it really was like have you guys seen School of Rock?
Yes.
Where they're in the classroom, he's like, is everyone nice and peed off? Like, it's time to write a rock song. You know what I mean? Like, it was like straight up coming into it, it's like, what made you, you know, upset today? And it was like, yeah, let's write about it. Let's jam. And like, you know, it was super organic. Like, yeah, just super organic.
Yeah.
Can I also ask? My personal favorite from the demo is New Scar.
Cool.
Same.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I was curious to also see like what went behind that song, or like did you have any inspirations for that as well?
Yeah, actually kind of like a similar instance. It was like I was upset about something with my girlfriend at the time. It was like, I don't know, my girlfriend at the time, her parents didn't like me. We never met, but they would refuse to meet me. But they would have so much to say about me. And yeah, I remember one day we were just having a very extra day between my girl and I and her folks. And that was like the same deal. I went to the space and it like kind of just came out of me, you know, and I demoed it out and then it just was what it was. But yeah, that's kind of like what I was thinking about at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Who do they think they are?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They crossed the line. Really.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. Telling you, yeah, it really is like it sounds like simple, but like going in there and like just laying down the bare bones for a song and kind of like letting it sit and being like, does it sound cool? It's like
Experiencing it.
It's cool how it could be like an emotional outlet for you.
Yeah, it's
literally.
definitely a way to
And
cope
then you
for
can
sure.
like perform them and
Yeah.
then really get into it, and you can see the crowd gets into it too.
Yeah.
I know. I wish I got into it for this set, but I had to record.
It's all good.
Had to record.
We're going to be playing for hopefully a very long time, so it's all good.
No, I'll be
Yes.
Cool.
around. How did you guys decide on the sequencing of the songs in the EP?
Like the order of the songs.
Yes.
It's a good question.
I would say really like what felt best and what sound best. You know, just preparing a project. Like I love listening to things in so many different orders, and it's like okay,
Same.
what feels the best? You know, like
Yeah.
we always knew that Smile and Wave was just such a
closer.
Yeah, it's such a great closer. You
Yeah.
know,
That is fair.
That's a
fair.
big statement, and then we're the opposite, surrounded by snakes. It always felt like it'd be right to open. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just overall vibes, really, kind
Yeah.
of, right?
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of our decisions are made, is just straight up
Vibes.
based off of like the vibe of
Yeah.
how whatever order we like to go off of.
Yeah.
Yeah. In our interview last semester at Creek House,
Yeah.
you
Shout out
act-
Dreamhouse.
Yes, shout
out.
out
Yes.
Dreamhouse. Yes. You actually referenced the song JEWELTONE in the interview.
Yeah.
Have you guys performed this song live? And if you haven't, do you have any plans on performing it live?
I think we use it for like an interlude type thing, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could possibly like recreate the beat from scratch while also like doing the JEWELTONE
Right.
set. Like it's more easy for me to just go. Boop,
Yeah.
and
I
then it
gotta
plays.
say, at your set at Creek House, it was so cool seeing you like literally drum
Yeah.
in front of everybody. It was so cool, and then it just built up. It
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
I really, really enjoyed your set
I
there.
appreciate it. That was a really fun time. I shout out Femtonil, shout out Bite Handle.
Yeah.
We're on those shows. Like, I really enjoy doing that stuff, and I'm fortunate that like these guys allow me to like use
Yeah.
JEWELTONE as like an outlet for it almost.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
once again, it's like a whole vibe thing. So like
Yeah.
if the vibe fits and like we could cook something up, like let's do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys released or announced your demo before you even announced your first gig. Was that all
Real.
intentional? Did you want the music to be kind of out and going before you had your first gig?
Yeah, I think it's kind of important for bands if they're playing shows to have some sort of music for people, somewhere on the web for people to access.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we put the demo out the week of our first show.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, so we kind of did that.
I think it's also like a product. Sorry, to interrupt,
Oh, you're fine.
But like a product of like Buffalo thing too. It's like it's hard enough sometimes to get people to come out to a show. So
Yeah.
if you're a new band, like getting someone to come out to see you and you don't have any music, like it's kind of like, all right, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe
new
if
bands
I'm
take
free,
that
man.
advice.
Yeah, like even if it's just straight up like posting some clips on your Instagram, just to let people know what you're about, like what you sound like.
Yeah. So they know the vibe.
Absolutely.
Vibes are important.
Did you feel like any of the songs kind of changed for you at all as you started performing them live?
I think a little bit, only in the way that, like, at times for some songs, we will extend things like interludes or endings or things like that, just to make it like more fun and interesting for our live performance.
Yeah, like maybe dragging some stuff out or just like jamming on some stuff a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I believe we played like a song in the set earlier that was kind of like that. Like just has like an extra. It's not even too
Inevitable.
long. Yeah, inevitable. It's got
Yeah.
like the holdout part is just like a little bit. And the chord, like, I was like, wow, that's a nice chord. We should hold that out right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
just
like
little
that.
stuff like that.
Nice.
So obviously you guys are based in Buffalo, but you've played all over. Syracuse, Rochester, even Canada. What has been your experience like traveling?
I love Canada so
Yeah,
much.
we love
Yeah.
Canada.
Please, I need to make that.
I think I remember seeing you guys like in the caption. You were like, Canada. Yeah, something about it.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
Canada for
Straight
sure.
up.
We're trying to get out as much as we can. We want to go everywhere. But lately, since we've started, like Canada has been some of the most fun we've had playing shows outside of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
been
awesome.
Like
Yeah,
all the like bands like Bad Bet,
Shout
and
out.
Do Flame,
Shout out.
Like, I just 100% Pure. Sorry,
Oh,
but,
yep.
like,
shout out.
So many good bands from over the border that
Yeah.
people just have no idea about, and like I feel like we kind of like opened the door to that a little bit, like just playing so frequently in Canada, like.
I mean, I know those bands because I've seen your guys' posters.
I appreciate
so
it.
it's
Yeah,
just,
like it's just kind of
yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like it's a sick connection that we've made that like I definitely want to keep fostering because they are amazing.
Yeah, and it's not that far away. Even from here, it's only a couple hours, but from Buffalo, it's even
Yeah,
even
the
closer.
border's
So
right there.
Yeah, we even played a show in Niagara Falls, just right over the bridge, and then like right and a left the way up,
Go over the bridge,
and it was crazy.
Love
It
that
was
show.
a crazy
Yeah,
show.
it's probably my
Yeah,
favorite.
Yeah, it was honestly like one of our
Wow.
best shows.
was a lot of
It was
fun.
in
Yeah.
this little. Honestly, it looks like the foyer way out there. Like it's so
Really?
small. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. It was
All
a strange
right,
room,
yeah.
and we pulled up, and we were like,
Is this
I
gonna
don't know
work?
about this,
Yeah,
but then they
absolutely.
pulled up, and they do what they always do, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Do you have any other memories from traveling?
Dude, Canada just burned itself into my brain. I don't know how much traveling we've done stateside. Like, I know we played Syracuse. That show was really fun.
I wanted to
Poughkeepsie.
go.
Poughkeepsie was crazy. Oh, yeah. Hometown show.
Yeah.
Poughkeepsie was really crazy. That was
Oh, wow.
fun drive. Wish we could, like, we're trying to do, like, I think we're going to make a priority of, like, trying to get out and do, like, weekends. So we don't hit as many, like, one-dayers where we're, like,
Yeah.
driving somewhere and then coming back. Like,
Right.
we'd really like to
Get in
once
the grind.
Yeah, we really kind of like put ourselves out there a little bit more once we get some more music out there. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the plan in 2025 is more traveling.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Nice. And speaking of new music, you guys are going to be releasing a brand new EP in late October.
Yes.
Called Visions of Heaven.
Correct.
What can you tell us about this EP? What do you want the audience to hear about before it comes out?
Man, Visions of Heaven. So we got 5 new songs, and we really love them, and we're happy to get it out there.
I don't even
For
know
sure.
what we're allowed to say like semantics wise about anything, but like I'm sure we're allowed to say like there's going to be physical copies. Like
Awesome.
We'll
Yeah.
have a release show.
Yeah.
October 25th, I believe.
All right.
That's when the show will be
We're
happening.
gonna-
Yeah.
we'll do a release show for it. It'll be sick.
Clear your calendars.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Visions of Heaven.
It's coming out when?
It'll be out October
October
16th.
All right.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
We'll give you a week
So
to
you can
digest
memorize
it.
the songs
Exactly.
and
And the
then
lyrics.
go in
Sing
with
along.
everything.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask, was the recording process or like the creation process any different now that you guys have been like established as a group for a while now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was a little different, just being able to kind of prepare and work out the songs together. You know, Christian still definitely would demo a lot out, and then we would discuss and kind of work on the idea a bit. So it was more hands on for the 3 of us.
Yeah, definitely like a more like collaborative effort from like the ground up. Like like the demo was more like Christian like bringing the tracks to us, and like we're kind of like working on them. These are like literally like forming new tracks and like stuff like that together. So like that was really nice. It was a nice experience.
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to be listening to some of the songs from the demo as well as some unreleased ones from the EP. So let's move to that electric set. Take it away.
It's inevitable. Yeah. Every day I'm falling further away. I feel it deep in my bones and I don't see the light at the end. There's no hope, but I know. It's inevitable! Yeah! Yeah! Can you hear me? I'm ready to go! Can you hear me? I'm ready to go! Yeah! I'm ready to go! Yeah! Anything I've ever done, anything I've ever done, anything I've ever done was never enough. Never enough. How could I ever turn my back on the ones that I love? It's never enough. Never enough. It's not as simple as it looks, man. It's not as easy as it seems. I wouldn't be down on my knees. What the hell do you think? Yeah. Yeah. Sit. Don't say it's all to the devil. Let's go. Let's go. Breathe what you know. Let it play to the bone. If it speaks to your bone, let it play to the bone. I said breathe what you know. Let it play to the bone. If it speaks to your bone, let it play to the bone. I swear my head's been spinning a little too much. I pray to God as my witness. A little too much. I pray to If you hate me, step up to me. You always had deep visions of heaven. Breathe what you know. Let it bite to the bone. If it speaks to your own, let it bite to the bone. Yeah, I said breathe what you know. Let it bite to the bone. If it speaks to your own, let it bite to the bone. If you want me, come and get me. You never wanted to coexist. If you hate me, step up to me. You always had these visions of heaven. Yeah. See me crumble, you wanna see me burn again and again, and I don't mind, but you better not hold your breath. Yeah, yeah. They don't know about me. They don't know about me. They don't know about me. It's a 716. Get it up, do it right now. And if you were before, you are right now. And from here on out, we share the crowd. You wanna see me crumble. You wanna see me burn again and again. And I don't mind. You wanna see me crumble. You wanna see me burn again and again. And I don't mind, but you better not hold your breath. You're never gonna see me burn. wants to dance in the crowd. Nothing to do, nothing to say. Flush your fear, smile and wait. Oh. 716, smile and wait. Smile and wait.
All right. Thank you guys so much for that set, and thank you for doing all the stuff that goes into the electric set. We hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, and awesome new songs. Super excited to hear it released.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And speaking of it being released, you guys are a part of Triple Hammer Records.
Yes.
And you have 2 releases out there already, a cassette of the demo and then a re-release of the demo, I believe.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning any more releases through Triple Hammer with this new EP coming out?
Yeah, so with this one, and we'll be throwing up an announcement for it, but we're gonna be pressing it on vinyl.
Oh, nice.
We'll be doing a pre-order, so look out for that. And yeah,
I think we're also going to try to get like merch, like remaining merch, and then like new merch.
yeah, we'll
We're
have some
gonna
new merch too.
push through the Triple Hammer site. So I'm not sure when this will come up, but check the Triple Hammer website.
Very excited for the vinyls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just did like a
Yes.
photo shoot for all the stuff. Like we just basically like hammered out all the promotional stuff like last week. And we're so stoked.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
that's
really
awesome.
cool.
It'll be
Having
fun.
like a physical version of your music
Yeah.
that's like in front of you. You can hold it in your hands.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to have
It's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Side, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going for it. Side A will be side A is going to be the new tracks, and side B will be the demo tracks on the back.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
So
yeah.
technically, there will be a physical release of the demo
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So well, a vinyl release, not a cassette release.
Oh, yep. Yeah. And you guys do currently have merch. You have shirts, right?
Shirts,
Yeah.
we got some hats. Christian will be ripping up hats. Shout out Thread Force. by the
big
way.
shout out Thread
Shout out
Force.
Thread Force.
Thanks,
He's
y'all.
ripping hats for like everybody.
Thank you.
But yeah, we got some hats. I'm trying to make like, you just let out some. I'll let out some. We're trying to make tote bags. We're trying to make like anything. You know what?
You love a
if you
good
see
tote
this,
bag.
I
if you
do.
see this, and there's merch you want, just comment because it's hard
Yeah.
to think about what people want nowadays.
Yeah.
You know?
Hoodies.
Yeah,
I'll say it right now.
man.
I'll say it right now.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna.
want to keep myself warm.
Dishonored
Yeah.
hoodies.
Hoodies-
Dishonored hoodies might be dropping.
Hoodies
So
or-
Dishonored.
Yes, yes. Hoodies or crew necks are like,
Yo,
Crew necks
Yes.
never went
that
out.
good
I-
fall release too. So
yeah. Yeah.
Noted.
yeah.
There's a touring band that we've interviewed before called House and Home, and they released a set of crew necks. And ever since I've seen that, I was like, I need that for every band's merch ever.
Cool.
It's
Heck yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep it in mind. Yeah, we've been thinking about new merch and like just figuring out like what we want to do. So, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cool new stuff coming up too.
Awesome. That's
Can't
great to
wait.
hear. Yeah. Well, I think Dylan over in the booth has a question for y'all.
Producer
Hey,
Cam.
Dylan.
I do have a question. Also, when you drop that hoodie, let me know.
All right.
I'll get my money.
Got
But
you.
you guys are going on a run in Canada soon with Spirit of Vengeance to Montreal and Toronto.
Yeah.
How excited are you for that? I know you guys done traveling in the past, but like,
I'm very excited. I've never been to Montreal. I've always wanted to go. So that'll be the chance, to take it all in.
right?
Yeah, I'm especially stoked to be spending some time with our homies from Bad Bet. They're one of the bands from Canada, Hamilton, who we've been, fortunate enough to produce a great relationship with. We're gonna be doing more with them in the future too. I won't say too much about that, but yeah, just being able to get out on the road with some good friends, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, we're really excited for that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Dope.
Awesome. Have you guys, you said that you haven't been to Montreal. Have you guys performed in that area at all
no,
either?
I haven't. No, we haven't
Awesome.
been there yet.
I did one once.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
okay.
with Pure Bliss from Syracuse.
Oh, awesome.
They did a little run through Canada. It was like Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, and then Niagara Falls. So
Awesome. Yeah.
in Montreal's the place we played in Montreal. I can't remember the name. Pardon me, but it was incredible. It's an amazing city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there like to the city itself, but I haven't heard about too many groups going and traveling to the Montreal area. So that's super cool.
No,
Super
yeah.
cool.
I mean, they like every other place in Canada, they have their own pocket of like really cool groups going. Shout out
sure.
Cloned Apparition. If you haven't
Huh.
listened to Cloned Apparition, I'm pretty sure they're from Montreal. Amazing like alternative kind of rock band. They're really good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a playlist for all the
Yeah.
shout outs
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
gotten today.
I got you.
Yeah.
Gotta
sure.
expose ourselves to it.
Yeah, for sure.
So we talked about shows. We talked about merch.
Yeah.
We talked about a new EP dropping. Is there anything else you guys would like to share?
I don't know. Is this the time where we talk about?
Yeah, you guys
Plug ourselves.
anything that you
Drop
want.
it all.
You know,
Neff, go ahead.
I do wanna shout out our boy Mike Daggs out. He's out there.
Absolutely.
So JEWELTONE, we're technically a 3-piece. It's us three. We still need somebody to play the bass. So our boy Mike out there, he's in the live performance. He is our dude. He's the guy that's filling in with us, for on the bass, and just the best dude.
He's
honestly,
so rad.
He's an amazing bass player, first of
Yeah.
all, and
yeah.
I also just every time we travel and do shows, like me personally, I love having Dags with us. He's just a very I don't know how to explain it. It's a very soothing presence for me.
Yeah.
When Dags is there, I feel safe. Like we're gonna have a
Yeah.
good set. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he
yeah.
absolute killer on the bass.
Yup.
Has knows, has been around the block, knows what is what's up, like Neff said, anytime he's just there, it's all right, we're gonna kill this
Yeah.
one.
And
He's
just
really smart.
Yeah.
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 he's just
yeah.
an OG. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think he's literally the best bass player in Buffalo. That I
Cannot
think
thank
of.
him enough. Cannot say
Yeah.
enough kind words about him. Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, he's our
Seriously.
bro for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything else?
All right, Neff, go ahead.
all right, I'll plug myself. I also do hip hop at the same time as JEWELTONE, under my name Neftali, and it's been going well. I'm just firing out. We're firing out with JEWELTONE, and as a rapper, I'm firing out. I got a lot of stuff coming. I just put out 2 projects already from April till now. One produced by my boy Luno J. He's an amazing producer. That tape is I guess you can call it alternative hip hop, but it's just an electronic masterpiece with his
so
production.
good.
It truly
he's
has
amazing.
been. It's truly been one of my favorite releases.
Thank
through
you.
Buffalo
Thank
this
you.
year.
It's really
It's
good.
so
Crazy.
good.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Luno. He's just he's a genius with what he does and what he puts together.
Absolutely.
Then I put out another release over the summer with my boy Pegues from Rodagees.
Yes.
He is an amazing producer. He's an amazing DJ. He's just absolutely running Buffalo right now with his vinyl sets that he does all over the city, and he's even traveling doing vinyl sets. That was a cool release. It's not streaming anywhere. We decided to go the direct to consumer route with that one. So we had a limited edition CD run. We sold out of those within a week, which is great. Then now it's only for sale on Bandcamp. It was called "Is Something Wrong." And it's just a really good project. Me and him are locked in, so we're planning on doing the follow-up to Is Something Wrong, and also taking the physical copy route for release.
Yeah.
Probably into the end of winter, early spring. I got something coming with a friend of mine. He goes by Cliff Agenda. He is he's low key right now because he's just been in the lab like a mad scientist for the last 2-3 years, just cooking up. But
Love it.
he's phenomenal. He makes a lot of bass music, and he just travels and studies. And I'm really I can't say too much about that one, but I'm really excited for that. It's almost, if I can compare it to anything, it's almost like the dark version of what me and Luno did.
Interesting.
So
we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And then throughout the winter, I plan on putting out a lot of singles with hip hop too, with videos to match with them. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of go from just releasing songs and albums to kind of having like always having some type of like visual component
Yeah.
with all the songs.
Yeah. Congrats on all that. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
You're
it's,
doing a very good
thank you. I
job.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so what do I got going on? Just gigging with JEWELTONE. I've been doing a lot of, this summer's been like the summer of gigs. I've been doing a lot of fill-in stuff. So I'll be playing gigs with Milkweed. Keep out for that. My metal band Dishonored just released back in May, I think, an EP called 7 Ton Bridge. That's on Spotify, and so just type in 7 Ton Bridge. I'm really proud of it. I think it's some of like the best drumming I've ever been able to like put on record.
Yes, Dishonored's a great one to check out.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Dishonored.
If you're into anything heavy, check out Dishonored. Dishonored sucks on Instagram. Yeah, really proud of that one. Dreamhouse stuff is a little bit. I mean, I have like a collection of things I kind of want to do something with, but I'm still kind of like working on that a little bit. So I'm gonna have to do some more polishing on that kind of stuff. But yeah, I love doing Dreamhouse stuff. If there's any chance that I can keep doing gigs with it, I absolutely will, because I think playing it live is really fun. Like,
Yeah,
It is.
absolutely.
just to like see the vibe on, you know,
Yeah.
like, and people kind of like chill out and get with it is like really cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep creating music with, you know, with whoever I can. I like music. Oh, one more shout out Full Body 2.
Oh,
Shout out Full Body 2.
Yes.
Shout out
From
Rochester and
hailing
Rochester
in from the
natives
585.
and RXK nephew. Also from Rochester.
And that concludes another episode of the Local Lowdown. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
yes.
It was a
thank you.
pleasure having
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Thank you guys
Yes.
for having us.
Such an honor.
I did want to add one more thing, if that's okay.
Go right ahead.
We've been getting asked from a lot of students from Fredonia, like, when are you going to come here? When are you guys going to come play Fredonia?
Yes.
And let me premise it with this. I love Fredonia. I love everyone that I've been able to befriend from Fredonia. I've always had a good time coming here. My first show ever as a kid was here in Fredonia, and it really like kind of paved the way for me. I don't know that we're going to come here. We usually are playing like where hardcore lives, and we are not really doing mixed bills for now, but I will say this: if you're interested in seeing us, Buffalo is close. Get your friends together, get in a car, and come out to Buffalo and witness Buffalo hardcore in Buffalo.
Absolutely.
Our CD release show is going to be October 25th. If you guys are interested in seeing us, if you're listening right now, we would love to have you. And that's all I have. You know, like I said, just come in and experience our community in person in Buffalo.
Absolutely.
That would
It's
be
a great time.
We would love to have you all for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, like we said, this concludes the episode. Thank you for listening to the Local Lowdown on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. We'll catch you next week. Thank you for listening. Same time.
Same place.
Bye.
Yeah.